darling. Right, I was going to tell you a little potted history
It's
about...
like a train.
Yes, right. Originally, when Trinity House, before the advent of... they had to, basically... I'll show you in a minute. It's better if I point it out and explain to you exactly what happened. So the first lighthouse was the old lighthouse, which is why they call it the old lighthouse. Which is it's not owned by Trinity House anymore. So Trinity House, right? Just to explain to you, this is quite interesting. Trinity House, right, is the oldest organisation in the world after the church.
Yeah.
And it was found in 1400, something like that. It's over. It's like, 900 years old. The only organisation older than that is the church. So there's no organisation in the world that is as old as Trinity House, basically. It's after the church. Trinity House, it was called Trinity House of Deptford and Strombe, and their base is on the River Thames in London.
Okay.
Right, and it's Trinity House, and they basically look after all the lighthouses in the country, in England, and I think the Channel Islands as well. Scottish is the Northern Lighthouse Board. So they actually own all these. So, and obviously up until about 30 years ago, all the lighthouses were pretty much manned. So they had lighthouse keepers lived in, basically. And you would have 3 lighthouse keepers.
Here?
Yes, you always had 3. And the reason you had 3 lighthouse keepers was because there was an incident where there was 2 lighthouse keepers and one died. Right, now to avoid foul play, he had to literally, obviously because his body was decomposing, he wasn't relieved for 3 months. It was going back 150 years ago or something like that. So he had no way of communicating with anybody till they actually relieved him. So he had to tie him. He had to tie his fellow lighthouse keeper to the outside of the lighthouse, the lantern. Obviously because he'd start decomposing. So they could do, an autopsy on him, and they knew that he hadn't killed him or anything like that. So anyway, after that, Trinity House basically said, right, we can't have this situation with just 2 lighthouse keepers.
3,
So you've always got to have 3, yeah. What the think is that for some reason, three lighthouse keepers, right, they should never ever leave the lighthouse unmanned. So at any one point, one of them's got to be inside the building. But they reckon something had happened and that the 3rd keeper went out. And look at that goat up there, Sandra.
Where?
It just above there, it just dropped down. I can see his horns. It's just on the top there somewhere. I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised they don't rent this out as accommodation. We can imagine staying here, it'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
It's scary.
Scary, but it's empty, isn't it, most of it?
Not scary when
But it'd be fantastic.
when the sea will be very rough, will you be scared?
It'd be amazing to stay here.
How many videos they must expend every videos?
thought it'd been moved. It's not in there anymore.